today's coffee thoughts. Sitting in the Jeep, running errands, doing all the things, and like totally relating to all of the other moms, women, that are just completely burned out and not sure how to get out of it. I focus on the self-care and trying to get the downtime and doing nice things for myself, and like giving myself a coffee as I'm out running around. But it's all the things. I have to stop and pick up a prescription. I have to run to a separate place to get hint water for my husband because my Myers is notoriously out of it all the time. I have to then go grocery shopping. So I'm literally, and I already stopped and got coffee. So that is 4 stops just to do basic stuff. And it just feels like there's never enough time in the day. And I still, on top of that, have a full-time job. And the thing is, like, I understand that unappreciated feeling because I have to manage and do all these things. And God forbid I get a text message from one of my kids at school, mainly my one that's still in high school, that needs something, which happens frequently, for one thing or another. But I still, my day is absorbed, half of it, just by doing basic necessities, basic things. And then I still have to work. And it feels like such an uneven workload. Because my husband's not out doing this. Like, if he grocery shops, it'll be on the weekend. And even then, he complains about it, and it gives me anxiety to shop with him. So it's easier for me to go when there's less people, and I can get exactly what's on the list and have all the things to cook healthy, from scratch meals. Because that's important to me in my 40-something age. But it's just exhausting. Oh yeah, not to mention, I threw in laundry before I left the house, and we'll have to swap that over and throw in the next load and stay on top of that. And the mental load is exhausting. And I know it doesn't stop, but I just wish that there was a way, not to sound sexist, but I really wish that there was a way to go back to kind of a 50s mindset where, the housewife can stay home and take care of the house and do all these things and not also feel the pressure of having to work 6 to 8 hours a day, which leads me working until 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. In which case, then I work from home, which is a blessing and a super big curse, because when everybody else is home, they have no hesitation coming in to not bother me, but, interrupt my work day. They don't understand that I had to go and do all the things during the day while businesses are open. And then my work day begins. I'm super grateful for the flexibility, but my work day begins after that stuff is done. So then, I have to work until my stuff is completed. But then they need to come in and ask me for different things, or, how to do something, or where things are. God forbid anyone actually looks for any of their things that they put down. Where are the things? How do you do this? How do you do things? How do you clean a bathroom? How do you, it's just exhausting. And the thing is, and it's probably just the way that I grew up, but I don't ask, how do you do this? How do you do that? I just either Google it or I figure it out. I don't ask. Unless it's something really specific, but I don't ask. I just figure it out. And we just are, between, you know, my kids and my husband, it's like, how are these people alive without figuring things out? If I were to drop dead in my sleep or just be abducted by aliens, just be gone, vanish, how would they survive? How would they figure out the Netflix password? How would the shower ever get cleaned? Ever? How would the dogs get their needs met? Nails clipped, vet visits, ordering all the food, cleaning up the poop from the backyard. None of it. It would just stop. Someone would have to do it, right? So why doesn't someone else pitch in now? Why would it have to be in a circumstance where I would just evaporate and not be here anymore? The mental load is exhausting. And that's why I get myself coffee. Because it's one thing I didn't have to make myself. I didn't have to do anything for it. I get a fancy, super sugary, which is not usually my favorite, but sometimes I just want a little something that's different. And I just want something that I don't have to ask for. You know, I just show up, put my order in. You know, I don't have to hint that, oh, it sure would be nice if someone got me coffee. Like, no. I just do it. I treat myself to a little something. I don't feel guilty about it. Of course, between a sandwich and coffee, it's $9 today, which is absurd, but, you know, I have to allow myself a little something here and there. Otherwise, I feel like I would just go crazy. And I know other people feel like that, but it's just like one of those things where getting it out and just like saying it, it kind of just, maybe I'm validating myself. I don't know. Tell me I'm not the only one. Cheers.